All right, looks like I'm live. How's it going, guys? Sorry I'm on late. You know what's happened to me this year is I've been so busy. See, in Michigan, we had a really, really late spring. It was freezing cold all the way through April. May came. It rained 26 out of 31 days. So now coming into June here, this is like the spring rush. So, yeah, I'm basically working all the way till dark, getting back to the shop and hopping on to do these streams. So I'll be on earlier here once I settle down a little bit. You know, these streams and my channel is important to me, but let's face it, I have to make a living like everybody. I have a family to support, a beautiful wife and daughter at home that, you know, need the bills paid, need a roof over their head. And, you know, I don't make a penny from YouTube. So that's the deal. That's why I've been starting late lately. And I hope you guys understand. I just, you know, do this for fun. And yeah, that's my busy time of year. Now, tomorrow I have a huge job to do too. So tonight's stream is going to be pretty brief. About the most I'm going to be able to go is a half hour. Really, I don't have time to do it at all, but hey, I like doing the streams and I like hanging out with you guys. And, you know, so yeah, we'll hang out for a little bit. Just not going to be able to stay on too long because I have to do so much work tomorrow. It's not even funny. And get all my work done here in the next 2 days because we're supposed to have 4 or 5 days of rain next week too, which is just insane. Like, it just needs to stop raining for once, you know? I can only work so many hours in the day. You know, it's like, you know, we start at 7 and go all the way until, shoot, I was leaving my last customer's house at about 9:45, 10 o'clock tonight. And it gets dark around 9:30. So I was packing up my stuff with a flashlight. Some of you guys have probably been there before too. You know, you just got to get these jobs done and make hay when the sun shines because it's a long winter. And even in the summer and spring, it rains a lot, you know. So let's see who's in here tonight. We've got Mateo 1371. Glad to see you here. Tree Guy, what's happening, man? Good to see you too. Switch Pod, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Troll, what's happening, Troll? 22001. And for anyone that doesn't know Troll, he's not really a troll. That's just his name that he goes by. I've known him for quite a while. It was funny that one time everyone thought you were a troll. You know what I mean. Mike Sylvester, what's happening? How you doing? Let's see, guys, what you guys have going on here. Mainly saying hi to each other. Yeah, anyways, I got a neat little pistol here I wanted to bring out for you guys. These are either still available or were recently available on the primary market from different gun shops. You guys familiar with the CZ VZOR 50? They make two versions of this. They make the VZ50, which was put into service around 1950. And then they also make a VZOR 70, which is essentially the same type of gun, just with a few upgrades. This one here is kind of a little bit unique. It has this set of wood grips, which this is how it came in the country. I'm trying to figure out the full story on these wood grips. I don't know if the Czechoslovakian military used these, or what I'm suspecting is it's kind of like in Yugoslavia, where a lot of the M57 Tokarevs, a lot of civilians ended up getting those. And I know in Yugoslavia, for example, they would give each veteran a service pistol to take home with them after their, you know, mandatory career in the military. I'm wondering if Czechoslovakia did that too, and somebody maybe put these wood grips on after the fact. I don't know. Maybe one of you guys are experts on these. They're kind of nice, plenty comfortable. I'm not normally big into any like finger grooves, but the way they did them here, they're all right. There's a nice thumb rest here, a couple little swalls here, but yeah, it fits my hand pretty good, really. So this may have been something that a civilian owned in Czechoslovakia, and they came over as part of the imports, because I've been talking to people in different countries, you know, here on YouTube, and that seems to be what happens a lot in these different countries, where civilians can own guns in limited capacities, and it seems like a lot of time they connect gun ownership to like military service, for example. Like if you served in the military, you get to own a gun. I know in a lot of different countries, militaries, the officers buy their own guns, and then therefore they get to take them home with them. So, you know, this could possibly be a gun that was just bought as a complete, military surplus by just a regular old citizen of Czechoslovakia. They put these grips on there, maybe, or maybe this is where this was an officer's pistol, and he took it to a local, gunsmith and had them make a set of grips for him. I don't know. But either way, this is definitely how they came in the country. This was not added on here. And Classic Firearms had a batch of these a while ago. And there was like an add-on option where you could get them with the wood grip. So they definitely have more than one. And if you're into these VZ50s and VZ70s, like I said, they're kind of the same gun, but with a couple differences. And this one's kind of cool because it really hasn't had any upgrades. So you'll notice that the hammer is completely solid, whereas on the VZ70s and a lot of the 50s, they have the commander style hammer with the little hole in the middle. So this one still has the original VZ50 hammer. It also has the shorter slide serrations. So on the 50s, the slide serrations only were about an inch long. On the 70s, they would, move it up to about an inch and a half, almost up to this mag release. So it'd be about 50% or so more slide serrations. Another thing, too, that they did with the CZ70s is they put like a stippling on the top, which is for like anti-glare, they say, for the sun, right? Well, the reason I'm showing you guys all this is a lot of the CZ50s, after the 70s came out in 1970, they would kind of upgrade parts as they went into the arsenal to get refurbished or re-arsenaled, as we say. And a lot of times they would upgrade these CZ50s to have CZ70 features. So a few of my other CZ50s that I've bought have like, maybe a slide that's been updated to the CZ70 standard, if you will. Maybe the hammer, So, yeah, it's kind of neat to find one that still has all the original Model 50 characteristics. And it's kind of funny, too. Take a look at this this roll mark in here. The way it reads is kind of misleading. So it has the CZ logo there that you guys are familiar with. And then it says VZOR 50 cal. And then in a little circle, 765. It's kind of hilarious when you first glance at these. I was actually showing this to a buddy, and he's looking at it, he's taking a peek and looking at how small the barrel is. And he looks at it again, and he says, whoa, there's no way, man. I must be reading this wrong. This says 50 cal on it. And I just had to laugh because it does. If you read it, it does actually say 50 cal, right? Now, what it is it's the VZOR 50. And VZOR just means basically version or model, right? So this is the Model 50. And then basically what they're doing is instead of like what we would do, we would put the caliber first. We would say 30 cal. Well, in a lot of other countries, they switch it around. So here they're saying caliber 765. And of course, the 765 millimeter Browning is known as the 32 ACP normally here in America. So I just thought it was kind of a funny thing. Maybe you guys have noticed that before, that it actually does say VZOR 50 cal. But nope, it's just a 32. I don't know that I want to shoot a gun this small if it was in 50 cal anyways. Would you guys? 50 anything, even the weakest 50 cal round, I don't think I really want in this little gun. But yeah, these are nice little guns, guys. If you have the chance to pick one up for a couple $100, which is, about what they go for today, I recommend it. They're nice little shooters. They're kind of a PPK style, if you will. I mean, they look a lot like it. Kind of work, similar. But yeah, with it being only a 32, real easy recoil. They're not nearly as snappy as a lot of the Makarov variants. I would say certainly 9mm Makarov. It's quite a bit more powerful than this round. So yeah, they're just kind of, fun little plinkers. Not a bad trigger on them. Single action. It's pretty good. This particular one, I think, had new springs put in it at a certain point because it's got a real stout double action pull. I mean, this is almost on par with like the Polish P64s. If you guys are familiar with those, which is like 30-pound trigger pull. But let's face it, how often are you really going to be firing this in double action, considering it's basically kind of a collectible or range plinker? I mean, sure, you could buy these. You could buy this for a self-defense gun. You can carry anything you want for self-defense, but this wouldn't be my first choice. Let's see what's going on here. Troll2201 says, can you get parts for it? Yeah, there's some parts that are available, for sure. I know Apex has a selection of parts for these. And you can get, like, that's the cool thing about these too. The fact that there's the CZ50 and the CZ70. The parts are basically interchangeable between the two. And like I was saying earlier, a lot of times you'll find CZ70 parts that were put on by the Czechoslovakian military on the 50s. So yeah, parts are out there. Like anything, they could dry up. So if you get one of these, I'd get a couple parts you might need right off the bat. If you think this is a model you're going to enjoy, you're going to have one of these for a while. But yeah, let's see who else has popped in here. I think I saw a couple new faces pop in. Well, not new faces, but new for tonight. Now, this guy's definitely new. Who's this Orion Fixer guy? Anyone ever heard of him? He's kind of new. What's happening, man? Let's see here. Ninja Scout, how's it going, man? What's up? Cave Dave, how's it going? He's another new guy. I'm thinking the new guys, Cave and Orion, popped in here together, you know, just so they didn't feel like they were, you know, kind of scared to walk in. Oh, boy. Mountaineer Marksman, what's happening, man? Looks like you got a couple new KS-47s, huh? Saw you popped out a video the other day on that. Yesterday, the day before, my days are just running together. Who else is here? Mike J's here. How's it going, man? And we have Armed Ape. What's up? I barely recognize you. You don't have the same avatar. I was like, who the heck is this guy? Is this the real Armed Ape or what? Yeah, explain why I started late, man. You got to watch the beginning, and then you'll get the whole thing. Let's see here. Jeez, oh, Pete. You guys are trying to confuse me, all these new avatars and whatnot. I'm just taking a quick peek here. 50 cal, Mateo says. 50 GI? Is 50 GI a pretty weak round? I'm not familiar with that one. All right, you just hate me that much that you want me to rechamber this for 50 GI, and then people wonder why they never saw Glock Shooter 79 again, right? But yeah, speaking of the KS, I did a couple little upgrades, and when I say upgrades, not much, but hey, every little bit helps. Let me grab that real quick. So have you guys ever been on eBay and seen like the cheap Magpul sites that are like knockoffs, or some people say they're airsoft or whatever they are? Well, I'm trying out a pair, guys. I've always been curious. I've stayed away from them for years because I just assume that they're totally junk. But curiosity, you know, killed the cat, as they say. So I bought a pair of these eBay so-called Magpul M-Bus sites, right? And look, this is not like a go-to personal defense rifle, guys, for me. Haven't even shot it yet. I'm going to soon. I've just been working literally that much. I've only been out shooting like twice in the last month for just a limited amount of time. But anyways, yeah, so I'm just kind of messing around with these, but these are the eBay. What do you want to call these? Off-brand, knockoff, clones? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? There's no Magpul logo on them, but they certainly look like Magpul sites, right? Try to get you guys a good look at these. I mean, so far, just installing them, messing with them a little bit, they seem okay. I mean, here's the deal. They're like $7, okay, with free shipping. So it was worth the $7 just for me to kind of have a little bit of an experiment and just see. I'll do a little video on these, give you guys a little bit of a, you know, review after I actually shoot some rounds, mess around with them a little bit. And heck, for $7, it might be fun to do a little bit of a torture test to them. Why not? I don't think I want to torture test this KS, though, because there's one thing that keeps eating me up about this gun. The fact that no matter how cheap of an AR upper that you buy from Palmetto, they always put that little keyway in there, right? Between the upper receiver and the rail. This has nothing. And I've been reading a lot of stuff on social media, especially over on Facebook. There's a whole page about this. Different random places. There's nothing that holds this handguard on except for just the onto the actual barrel nut, except for just this friction fit with these 3 screws here. And when I got this handguard rocked a little bit, guys, and I had to loosen these up and straighten it back out. And it's like, I don't know, it's just a friction fit. So this is one thing I'm a little bit, we'll see. I'm not, this is not me knocking this gun any worse than I already have. Yeah, the machining was terrible on the inside. That's just a fact. But, you know, I don't know. Why didn't they do this? Am I missing something here? Is there a good reason besides them saving, 50 cents to not put a little, key dowel in here to keep the handguard and rail assembly in line? I don't know. So I might want to test. In other words, I might want to test these off-brand sights if I'm going to hit them up against things on another rifle, because I'm afraid I might lose my rail if I do too much, hitting on this or whatever. But yeah, we'll see what goes on. What are you guys talking about here? China knockoffs, Mountaineer Marksman said. Me love you long time. That's funny. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that's funny, guys. You guys can laugh at me if I want. I don't care. I'll watch you guys' video where you guys did a better job putting them on. No, I just put them on here. They're backwards. That's fine. I just threw them on here. As many hours as I've worked, you know what? I'm really surprised I'm even on here right now. So you guys can laugh at me if you want, and I'll look at your video where you did a much better job of it. So that's fine. I don't really care. I could honestly give a flying F-U-C-K. Like, I'm literally crazy to be even spending my time on here, but that's fine. You guys can, whatever. What's up, Will G? How you doing, man? All right, so another question that I get all the time is, man, what's up with that sign next to you? You know that sign over there? What's up with it? And yesterday, a guy asked me a question about it, and he was really polite, actually. He really was. And probably about a quarter of the questions I get about it, they're real polite. They're just like, hey, what's up with it, 3/4 of them, people are like condemning me, like talking about me being a devil worshiper and this and that. So for whoever's wondering, what is this all about? Well, I'm into the AK quite a bit, guys. I've been into the AK a long time. I like almost all the different variants, different countries, but one of my favorites has always been the Chi-Coms. So what this is this is a factory 66 or Arsenal 66 roll mark or logo that was put on different Chinese guns, right? Including their AKMs, their milled AK variants, even their Tokarevs, right? So this is just factory 66. So this is not much different than how you'll see like the Tula logo, the CZ logo. All factories have their logo. And a lot of you guys have Chinese, SKSs with that little triangle with the 26 in it. Well, look, there's like 100 factories in China that made weapons. And some of them are in a square. Some of them are in a triangle. And yeah, that's what this is. Factory 66, which was one of the arsenals that made, a lot of the Chinese AKs, including a lot of the ones that were imported here, like the original Norinco pre-bands. Have that logo on there. I've got one right here, actually. Now, this isn't a pre-band commercial gun. This is one that was actually built off of an original Chinese 56-1 receiver. So let me see if I can get it to zoom in there. So there you go, Triangle 66. See that? That's literally just the roll mark. And this is an original Chinese military trunnion. So this is an original example of this roll mark. And I had it there. There we go. Triangle 66. So that's all it is. It's no different than if somebody had the, the Tula star on there, or the Azovsk triangle, or the Romanian, or whatever. I mean, almost every country has their little thing, right? So yeah, I've always been into the Chinese AKs, and that's what that's for. And a viewer that I haven't seen on here in a while that used to watch my channel, he actually made that for me and sent it into the channel as a gift. So I put it up there. So I figured I could clear that up. No, definitely no devil worshiping. And I don't really know if it's that people can't read or what it is. But you know what I think it is? I think it's just YouTube, and people like to start crap just for no reason, because that's just what a lot of people do, right? I mean, for some reason they're miserable in their life and they just figure they'll take it out on somebody. I have no idea. Either that, or in public schools they teach them nowadays that 66 is the mark of the beast rather than 666. I could guess all day, but yeah, you guys might be surprised how many comments I get that, they think maybe I'm a devil worshiper. People have asked me if I'm a Mason before, if this is a Freemason logo. I don't know. I don't understand. I've never seen the Freemasons use anything even remotely like this. But yeah, that's the story. And I did want to answer it because, man, it's one of the biggest questions I get asked. You think people ask me technical details about the differences in the different Chinese AK production or something like that, that they might care about. But no, one of the most common questions I get is what the heck's wrong with you? Or I'm unsubbing, you devil worshiping SOB, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, go for it. I like Chinese AKs, whatever. And then, of course, I've got my my other wood carving here that was a gift from another YouTuber who's currently in the chat, SwitchPod. So I'd like to thank him for this. This is actually his original, prototype carving, if you would, for his gun, his Mark 18 carbine, right? That he's done quite a bit on. He has it on YouTube. He's got quite a big write-up on this on Full 30. And yeah, this was a gift from my buddy SwitchPod, my good friend SwitchPod, that's right here in the stream right now. So that's what that's all about. But no one asked me about this, so I don't get controversial, like screw you or whatever. I did actually have someone ask me about it. Let me take that back. Nobody harasses me over it, is what I meant to say. Let's see who else has popped in here. I thought I saw a couple new people. Marshall 9913. He says he likes the live stream. Thanks, man. Glad to have you here. Normally my streams go an hour and a half to 2 hours. Next weekend I'll make sure to do a longer one. I just have a huge day this tomorrow, and I got started late today. Like Brad said, don't show them the triangle 666 factory code SKS. I know. That's the crazy part, is one of their factory codes was actually a 666. But another story that has absolutely nothing to do with this. What's happening, Road Scholar? Road Scholar's got the hookups on them AKVs. I think I want to try one now. See if you can pull some strings and help me get one. I mean, I'll pay for it, but I just need to find one that's in stock. I'm guessing you must have just gone on there as soon as they come back out, right? I think I'm going to try an AKV. It's not nearly as correct as a Kalashnikov USA, but it's just so much cheaper just to fool around with it a little bit, see if it's, see if I like the platform. But yeah. And plus they take the CZ Scorpion Evo 3 mags, right? And I've already got a pile of mags for my Evo 3 that would be nice to use. So I saw Road Scholar's got a couple of them in his last video. So if you guys want to see a little AKV shooting, run over to Road Scholar's channel and check that out. Just real short little videos, but hey, gets the point across. You get to see the gun shooting, Jet 001's in the house. What's up, man? How you doing? Braster just got back from shooting. You know what sucks? I took a gun with me I've been wanting to do a video on to my last job of the day where I can shoot. And yeah, I ended up finishing putting away the tools with a flashlight. So that's about how that went. Just working too much. Yeah, Mateo does bring up a good point. People asking about the 66 being satanic is a sign of too many snowflakes and idiots in the gun community. I have to agree. Cave Dave says, I thought everybody knew that Warsaw gave you that. I don't think so. I mean, people in here might know that. You know, a lot of the regulars that are in the streams, but I got a lot of new viewers now, you know. So yeah, a lot more people watch my channel than watch his. So I'm guessing that's why a lot of them don't know where it came from. But yeah, I just don't see him around here anymore. Probably busy with school or whatever it is that he does. But yeah, man, they, like I said, they keep asking about it. Okay, so the flash suppressor didn't do much on the PSL. Bastard saying he went to shoot it at dusk to try the illuminated reticle and couldn't, and could see a massive flash. Yeah. Yeah, not really many of these do too much. That's why a lot of times with the AKs, I just shoot them with the muzzle nut. I mean, why not? The slant break's fairly effective, and I really don't mind the look of it either, but really, I don't mind shooting with just a regular old muzzle nut, too. So basically, no flash device, no type of break. Let's see. I wonder if they, yeah, I don't know, man. I've never really seen them do any of the AK, that little AK, you know, pistol caliber pistols or whatever you want to call them. I've never really seen those in 40. It'd be a neat idea, though. Dave, I know what you're saying, dude. I got to beat the heat, too. That's why I'm getting off here in just a couple minutes. I'll be starting earlier as soon as I can. I mean, you work outside. You know what's going on. I don't know where you live exactly, but around here in Michigan, it's just rained literally. It rained the whole month of May, like all of it. And now I'm just getting flooded with calls and just behind, you know, doing the best I can. There's no money in YouTube, like I said before, so I just gotta make some money. I'm not trying to get rich. I just want to, you know, need to feed my family, you know. Yeah, 40 would be pretty cool, and like a little AK pistol, 357 SIG. I'd like a 357 SIG, I think. That'd be pretty nice, too. I think that'd be awesome, actually. And then the Tokarev. I know I've talked about this before, but man, would I like a Tokarev. The Tokarev AK pistol. I think that'd be pretty cool. All right, I'm taking a peek here and see if anyone else has anything to say before I sign off here. Mateo, yeah, 22 TCM would be good to go. Or even what about the 22 TCM 9R, right? Wouldn't that help with some of the mag compatibility maybe? But yeah, 762 by 25 or you know, 22 TCM or maybe 22 TCM 9R. I think that might be pretty cool too. Oops, I just clicked on the other screen here. Sorry about that, guys. Forgot to click mute and I clicked over on my my video on YouTube. All right, cool, guys. Yeah, sorry for starting late. Sorry, I'm only going to be on about a half hour tonight, but man, it's just whew, tough to keep up right now. So much work. It's starting to heat up here a little bit too. It's supposed to be 80 degrees tomorrow, which I know isn't as bad as some places, but when it was only 39 degrees 3 weeks ago, it's kind of hard to get used to the weather changes this quick too. We had like a really unseasonably cold April, and even into half of May, we had some cold days. I was wearing a winter coat mid-May cutting grass, for example. Just probably 3 weeks ago now. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. Near the end of the night, you know, it was that cold where I had to put on a winter jacket to finish the last lawn. And now here we are, 80 degrees. But all right, so yeah, just wanted to show you guys this gun real quick. If you guys want to see more on this, I might do a video on these. I have a few of them between the CZ50s and the CZ70s. The KS, I'm just going to try out those Chinese sights, just kind of as a dual purpose thing, just to see. I also put on a different charging handle, but whatever, I'll show you guys that later. I probably put the charging handle on backwards too, so better not show that to you guys. Backwards and upside down. All right. All right, cool, guys. Doesn't look like there's any more questions or anything, so I'm going to sign off here. And next week, I'll definitely get on earlier and we'll hang out a little bit longer. And I'm going to at least put up, probably two more videos next week. So I do appreciate you guys being here. And yeah, have a good weekend. Hopefully you guys don't have to work as much as me. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Take it easy and have a good one.